What's going on, folks? This is for Shane's contest, and this is going to make sense here in a minute. But when I was a little kid, I had an uncle who had a house like this in Denver, Colorado, Inglewood actually, and it had the fireplace here, and this area right here went all the way around. This was in the center of a large room, big windows, and this went around and it was recessed. And it was like cement, and here you see but anyway, so let me show you some better pictures now. That's that one, but that was kind of like what I remember as a kid. And here's some of the architectural concepts that you see. This is called a kind of a recessed living area. This is square. I wouldn't go with this, but I just want you to see how that looks, how it's sunken in the floor, and it's going to make sense in a minute. I want a round one, sunk in the floor, just like that. We're going to keep going. Yeah, now you get the idea. So this is a recessed seating area where the eye level is with that infinity pool looking out. I don't know, this is probably in Hawaii, who knows, but this type of setup just like this, but it has to be circular, and it's gonna make sense in a minute. So this would be ideal. Make this a lot bigger, make the circle bigger, and then right in here, instead of this being a sitting area, this would be a tank, and it would go all the way around this circle. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so here that's just a cool fireplace, but I just think that would be. So imagine this is a circle, but you'd have these stairs coming down, and under these stairs, you'd have this fish tank, and it'd be going all the way around in the circle. Stay with me really quick. Yeah, so like if you were sitting in the circle, instead of this being a seating area, this would just be a tank. It would go all the way around. You'd have all your jets going in one direction. And what you basically do is you would set up a stream, and then you would put different terrain and different kind of areas. You'd have to keep the pH the same, but what you'd want to do is maybe do the lighting different, some different plans. But I was wanting to do like an Amazon River thing and have it all just going in one direction. And look at this. So this is like a sitting area, and then this would be I don't know, that's crazy. I don't know why you do that, but you kind of get the idea. But imagine if this was all glass, and you could actually see. You could sit here and you could just watch the fish swimming around. That'd be hard to clean. I wouldn't want to do that, but basically what I'd want is I'd want a step down area. It would be circular. This whole thing would be a smooth, huge circle, probably plexiglass, I guess, because they'd have to polish it and bind it together. The back and the floor of it could be cement. You just need and then you'd have to figure out how to do your lighting and your hood. But like, see, here's another example where you'd have the railing, and the tank would be on this part where everybody's sitting, and then you'd have these steps going down. You see this, but this would be a circle. So another idea of kind of recessed seating, but it would be a tank. Another idea, but instead of this being seating, this would just be a tank. The whole thing, it'd be one big circle, and it would be like that. Let's see. Yeah. So it'd be like this, and this whole thing would just go around one big tank. Be a nice smooth circle. You would step down over the tank, come back in, and then it would be plumbed for electrical conduit. You could probably do the heating through the cement, I don't know, but that's how Mono, I think, heats his huge tank in his house. But I just thought that would be the dream tank, for the reason of you could set up different aquascape, different kind of substrate. You could play with lighting in different areas, and then just let the fish swim to whatever area they want. And I don't know, I thought that would just totally kick. Curious what you guys think. One other thing that would be cool is if you couldn't do it this way, and let's say you had to go with something, like if you had a tank, you know, if you had a tank where you were against an outside wall like this, that glass that they make, that's actually, they can throw a switch and it just goes solid black, it becomes opaque and then it's clear. I think it would rock to make a fish tank out of that, where you kind of had it go against, like, you know, maybe you had an L tank that went in and leveraged this window and outside space, and then you could just, you know, turn it off or on for lighting, pull in natural sunlight, and then if you have algae issues or too much sunlight, you just throw a switch and it just becomes a solid wall. I thought that would totally rock. But anyway, but yeah, the dream tank since I've been like a little kid is have a circular, very large, and basically make a river. Make a river, have the terrain, the substrate, go for the Amazon with driftwood and, you know, different kinds of rock, and maybe even change, you know, the different depths of it, so that you could actually have an area where, you know, little fish could go and hide and the big fish could hang out in the deeper waters. And I don't know, I just thought it'd be awesome. But let me know what you think. Shane, great to see you're back. I just resubscribed. I dropped your channel because, dude, I thought you, I didn't know. I thought you left the country or didn't know what was going on. But, dude, glad to see you're back. Glad to see you're making videos. And keep it up. Later.